Okay, recording, take one. We are here at the Whirlpool refrigerator looking at the drive signal from the Whirlpool motherboard to the Embraco variable speed controller. Over here we can see that we're currently running 150 Hertz to the compressor. And over here I have the duty cycle, and it's a wave that's a 50% duty cycle, 50.6, and we can see that in the symmetrical waveform there on the screen. The other thing that I'm going to do on the screen here is look at the frequency. And so I've got this marker and this marker on one cycle, and it's logging that as 151 Hertz, close to what the numeric log is on this meter, 50% duty cycle. So we'll be looking at Hertz over here. I want to show that this DC voltage is minus 3.49 at 150 Hertz, and as we change the frequency of the drive signal to the controller for the compressor, we'll be changing the frequency, but we won't be changing the volts DC or the volts AC, nor will we be changing the duty cycle. So it's a symmetrical frequency wave change. That is the controlling signal from the motherboard on this Whirlpool to what's called the frequency controller for the Embraco compressor. So now we're running 150 Hertz with 50% duty cycle and a DC voltage of 3.49. Now I'm going to go up front and change the diagnostics to run this at min speed. Okay, so now our compressor is going to go to running min speed, which is going to be 54 Hertz. We notice that it is running min speed at 54 Hertz. We are going to be able to show that frequency here by moving the markers to one wave, and it's now reading 54 Hertz here. Our DC voltage hasn't changed, neither has our duty cycle. The duty cycle is still 50%. We're now running 54 Hertz there. And we can verify that frequency numerically here. The fluke is picking it up as 54 Hertz as well. Okay, and the DC volts has not changed, the duty cycle has not changed, and we're running at 54 Hertz here. So now I'm going to make it run at max speed. DC volts didn't change. The pulse, the DC volts didn't change. The duty cycle didn't change. And I'm reading 151 hertz here for max frequency change. So we have, that's the max drive frequency. It's changed, and we can verify that frequency numerically over here at 150 hertz. And our DC volts has not changed. So the compressor has ramped up to max speed. I can hear it ramped up. I don't think the video catches it. And we're verifying that the pulse width duty cycle doesn't change. The duty cycle of the pulse doesn't change. And we're verifying that the DC volts does not change, but the frequency changes. And that's the waveform being delivered from the motherboard to the controller. And that's it.